So when you peak, what you do is you are changing the situation in your brain. Before you peak, it is like one demon, one rabid animal, one thing in a small enclosed room, crawling and scraping and trying to get out at the one door that it has, okay? And when you peak, you open that door for that animal, right? And it gets into a bigger room inside your brain. It's now in a bigger room, has more room, and what it does immediately multiplies. It multiplies, and that one demon turns into about 10. And it's in that bigger room, and there's more doors. And this is a bad thing. As little doors as possible is better. And all those 10 demons, they're just scraping, like, trying to get out into bigger open spaces, and trying at all these doors. They're like, like up at the door, they're pulling up, like trying to, and you're having to deal with so much more. So when you peak, it is you gotta go demon exterminating, uh, and it's a lot more work than it was when there was just one in that one room. And but it is possible. I until recently, whenever I peaked, I thought, well, I'm a dead man walking. I might as well relapse now because my streak is poisoned. It's tainted. If you ever had a thought like that, then you're just like me because I thought the same thing. But this time when it happened, when I peaked at 31 days, I think it was 32 actually, to be more honest, and about 5 days ago, I looked for like maybe an hour, and I put it away, and dang, that day was miserable, man. It was a miserable day. I had other stuff happen too. Uh, well, the catalyst was a girl broke up with me, and I really liked the girl at the time, and it hurt kind of out of nowhere kind of thing. And I was trying to, escape the pain and whatever, and what I ended up doing was multiplying the pain. Um, but I just through forcing myself to stay busy, and also when I did think, I just forced myself to like find the different paths and different ways to overcome this because I did not want to start over again, for one thing. And it's not just not wanting to start over the streak. It's more I know better. It's more like I don't want to give in to short-term pleasure, just as a principle with anything, whether it's sugar, alcohol, drugs, sex, gambling, all these vices, these short-term pleasure things. Um, I let myself do video games still, but I don't do that much. Like maybe hour and a half, 2 hours a day at most. But anyway, um, so it's gonna multiply. It's gonna be so much harder. And if that's too much for you, where you're just like, I don't even stand a chance, then you're probably gonna relapse if you feel that way. But I'm here to let you know that you can exterminate those demons and shove them all back into that one single room and make it just one again and lock that door, and you can get back to where you were without relapsing. I'm still on my streak. Um, I count my streak as SR, semen retention. And I know some people don't count it that way. I know some people, I think they call it NoFap hard mode and whatever. And I'm not saying that's wrong and stuff. You could count multiple different streaks at the same time. You're like, okay, well, got my PMO streak. Oh, if I do P, that streak's done. And then I have my MO streak. Okay, and maybe there's just an O streak, and however you want to look at it. But poison tainted I don't think is quite right. I've thought of it that way, and maybe you have, but when you peak, it's more like it's a short-term poison. You know, well, it is kind of right, but what I wanted to say is it's just a setback. It's a setback for sure. For that 2 or 3 days while you're putting those demons back in the one room, it's it's worse. It sucks, and low sleep, by the way, man, you gotta do whatever you can to get 8 hours. 6 hours will even kill you, especially do 6 hours 2 days in a row. I know if you're younger, that probably sounds ridiculous, but as you get older, that shit catches up with you. I'm 29, so basically an old man. Um, um anyway, so um, yeah, you can come back from peaking. It is difficult. It is more difficult than anything you would have faced on that streak, most likely. Uh, but you can come back from it, and it is worth it to come back from it. I feel very proud of myself and very happy that I got through it, and I still feel like echoes of some of the yeah, to be fair, the poison of that, but I am stronger now, and I look at it as I am getting stronger. I have scars. I have more scars, but I'm stronger, and this addiction and its temptations are not wearing away at me, but rather they're giving me injuries that heal and then become scars, and I'm scarred up as hell, but I am stronger. The muscles are building. So, try to be honest with yourself and look at yourself. Look at that side of yourself that's telling you to relapse and say, you might as well just relapse and have a clean streak. Look at it and be like, oh, this is your tactic now? Well, that's a pretty good tactic. I'm almost convinced, but no, screw you. I'm gonna keep going because I know that relapsing doesn't lead to what I want. Doesn't lead to happiness. I've been there so many times. Let's try something new. Okay? If what you've been doing hasn't working, let's try something new. Let's try going on a streak so far that you've never been on one before. That you've never been that far on one before, and see what happens. See what happens in your brain. See the different pathways and how the different things connect and different ideas you start having about what you want to do for career and work and neuroplasticity, man. I bet a lot of you have heard of that, but that's all tied in there, and it is mind blowing to see how your mind starts coming up with new stuff when you get further and further on this. So it's not just the distance, by the way. You get further and further, but you also have to be pushing yourself at the same time to be more useful in this world, bringing more value, and being a force in this world. Not just consuming, but creating. So I really do wish the best for you all. I wish the best for myself, and but I can't. This world's no fun if nobody's up there with me as I'm rising up. So yeah, I really want you all to succeed too. I wish I could help more, and I'm gonna try to. I know I've been kind of not posting for quite a bit, but I think I might be posting a little bit more coming up here. Anyway, y'all have a great day. Try hard, man. Yoda's not always right. There is a try. Try freaking hard.